Behind me is my wife's 2009 Volkswagen Tiguan. Now, it's in the barn because it's gone very, very wrong. You may have seen this on the channel before. I took it to Volkswagen. They looked over it and some bits and pieces that were wrong. To be fair, that video didn't do very well, other than the hate I got from the Tiguan community on Facebook.
Torches! Get your torches!
Generally, people weren't interested in this, so did the bits and pieces to it, and it's been my wife's daily for a good few months now. But unfortunately, it's had a little bit of a bump. Now, it wasn't too bad. I mean, the airbags didn't go off, but as you can see, it's creased the edge of the bonnet and it's split the front bumper here. Now, you'd think that's not too bad. A little bit of light body work and it'll be back on the road as good as new. But unfortunately, once it had that bump, it developed this tiny little misfire. And over the sort of week or so, it just got worse and worse and worse. So I meant to get it in, take a look and see if I could sort this misfire out. But unfortunately, the morning that was due to happen, my wife took it into town to go and run some errands, and then I got a phone call. Yeah, the Tiguan had broken down. With the Tiguan recovered to my mate's workshop, I thought it was gonna be something simple. It turned out it wasn't. Can you guess what went from a slight misfire to a catastrophic engine failure? I got sent a video by my mate to show me exactly what was wrong with it. And it's something I could never have imagined. And certainly, in all of the years that I've played with cars, I mean, I'm not a mechanic by any stretch, but it's something that I've certainly never seen. Yeah, that's right. It looks like the cam on this Tiguan has snapped. And just like in the video my mate sent me, yeah, that's seen better days. So I guess what we're gonna have to do is get this completely stripped down, take the head off and see what damage it's done. So with that being said, I got the tools ready. I've got my gloves on, so let's go. Now with the airbox out of the way, we can see that actually there's not much down here to worry about. So I'm gonna take the battery out. And then we've kind of got access down here to the side of the turbo. So we'll probably take this intake pipe off. And then I think we'll just methodically start working through from the top and just start stripping bits out until we can get to the rocker cover. We'll take that off and exposing the head bolts. And that's as far as we'll go. And we'll take this, maybe move the fuel pump out of the way. Obviously, we'll see what it looks like. It is just as simple as that. You're just undoing bolts and removing things methodically, one at a time until you get to the end. Had a bit of a problem with the fuel clips. Sam didn't tell me that I needed a different tool, so I was fighting away with a set of grips, and Sam, chuckling, come around the corner and said, mate, you might need these. But other than that, everything was quite straightforward. And with those clips off, we made short work of the injector rail. Took those out, and really it was just the inlet manifold to go. Now that's a big plastic thing that sits on the front, so undo the EGR pipes. And then it just unbolts. Forgot to undo this clip under here, but not to worry. With the inlet off, it's quite easy to get access to. Now we just need to pop the injectors out and we're good to go. Now, I've got the engine pretty stripped down so far. This has taken me probably the best part of, I don't know, 3 hours, with some help from Sam, obviously. Let's have a look and see where we are. Now with the injectors out, you can kind of see already that this is not looking good through the top of the rocker cover. So we just need to take this rocker cover off and we can have a proper look. You got that torch, Sam? Oh, hello.
That's your cam bearing.
Yeah.
And that's your cam bearing.
Wow.
There's another cam bearing chewed up.
So it's been a good few hours and this is where we're at. Yeah, we've got it all just kind of ready now to take the head bolts out and get this head off. And I guess we can see how many valves have been bent off the back of that cam snapping, but wow, you know, look, there you go. So one snapped camshaft and yeah, still a load of work to do.
Some time later.
Now, coming back up a couple of days later, In the cold light of day, what does it look like? So I've had some time to think about it and I've ordered a load of replacement parts, but let's see where we've got to. And yeah, I thought I'd been a bit more tidy than I had, but yeah, when I look at it, I mean, it's kind of methodically laid out, but yeah, as you can see, I've got some tidying to do. It got me thinking, talking to a couple of people, was this something that could have been avoided? Was it even to do with the small accident? You know, is a light bump on the front end of this. I mean, I thought it just disturbed some crap in the bottom of the fuel filter and it was just running a bit rough. So flush it out, new fuel filter, and we would have been good to go. But clearly I was very, very much mistaken. But it got me thinking, is there any way that this could have been foreseen? If I'd taken it to a garage and said, look, I've got a misfire or the car's running a bit rough, would they have been able to kind of isolate what this was before it was too late? Because when I think about it, is there any way that this could have been diagnosed that it was about to go without stripping the whole engine down? If I'd taken it to a garage, would they have said, yes, your timing is slightly out, retimed it and sent me on my merry way? And again, this would have happened. So when you look at what we've got, this camshaft has literally snapped into two pieces. You can see it's gone on the indentation there, which is, I guess, how you line up TDC and where you can get the head bolts out without taking the cams out. But that has just literally snapped into two pieces. Was it excess heat over the life of the vehicle? It's been mentioned that inside the cylinder head is very, very black. And yeah, it's not like that on the replacement head that I've bought. So could it be that it's had an injector that's been leaking over time? One of the seals may have failed. And that's led to this catastrophic failure with the camshaft snapping. So look, I don't know. If you've got any ideas, leave it in the comments down below. I'd love to know if there was a way that this could have been avoided. I don't know. I honestly don't. So I'd love to hear what you've got to think. But look, let's take a look at what's left to do. And once we've finished stripping it down, I can get to rebuilding it. Now, I guess all we're left to do is take this cylinder head off. And yeah, let's have a look, see how many bent valves we might actually have, as well as that destroyed camshaft. So without further ado, let's take this head off. It was at this point I thought the head was about to come off, but no, there's still some more bits around the turbo. With Sam's expert guidance, we're going to take the EGR bolt, or the EGR pipe, is that right? EGR pipe out, and hopefully that's the last thing, and this head's ready to come off. And then we can strip the rest of it so we can get the turbo off and some other bits and pieces when the head's actually off, fit it up onto the new head because we've got a replacement, and then bolt it all back in. Remember to like this video, subscribe to the channel and press the notification bell so you're notified next time we upload a video. Looking at these valves here, you can see strike marks just on this one here, and this one here is also hit. So if I was to take those out, they'd possibly be bent. I mean, I don't know, but look, changing a head with replacement valves is obviously the way forward. So the head that I've bought is in really good condition. It's really super clean. I'm not too worried about it. I'm going to take it to get refaced. So just a real light skim just to make sure that it all mounts up nicely, because I don't want to have to bolt it all together. It goes horribly wrong and then I'm back to square one. And having cleaned up the piston face here, so it's really good. I mean, there's a couple of small little marks, but actually that's I was lucky, or she was lucky, whichever way you want to look at it. Now, as I said, I'm not a mechanic and I could definitely not have done this without Sam's help. So really big thanks to Sam for helping me get this far. This is the furthest I've ever gone into mechanical work on a car. It's a little bit scary, but I think we're going in the right direction. Having spoke to a couple of people, they agree. They have all said that piston should be fine and there's no need to replace that. So with that in mind, look, we're gonna get this head to the machine shop, and then I guess next time we're gonna start building it back up. If you like what you've seen, remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel and press the bell notification so you'll know when we upload the next installment of this. And once this Tiguan is back on the road, I can start playing with my T5 again, because that really does need some love, and my Mark IIs as well. So guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.